If an individual forms a sole proprietorship, which non-tax factor will be of greatest benefit to the sole proprietor? So our choices are A, liability protection, B, legal flexibility in defining rights and responsibilities of owners, C, facilitation of the initial public offering or initial public offerings, if we want to state that in a plural form, or D, minimal time and cost to organize. Now let's take a look at the solution. If an individual forms a sole proprietorship, the non-tax factors of greatest benefit to the sole proprietor would likely be D, the minimal time and cost to organize. Let me slide up so we can read that in about the middle of the screen here. Okay, sole proprietorships are the simplest form of business organization and typically require minimal time and cost to set up compared to other business structures, such as a partnership or a corporation. Okay, so the simplicity in organization allows the sole proprietor to quickly start operating his or her business with minimal administrative burdens and expenses. Now, why are the other responses incorrect? Well, concerning liability protection, sole proprietorships do not provide limited liability protection to the owner. This means that the owner is personally liable for all debts and obligations of the business. In the event of lawsuits or debts, the owner's personal assets are at risk. Therefore, liability protection is not a benefit of forming a sole proprietorship. Let me slide a little bit more. We'll look at the other reasons. B is also not correct. B was the choice of selecting legal flexibility in defining rights and responsibilities of owners. Sole proprietorships do not involve multiple owners, so there's no need to define rights and responsibilities. Okay, this factor is more important to partnerships or corporate structures when multiple individuals or entities are involved in ownership. And then C is also incorrect. C's choice was facilitation of initial public offerings. There are no issues of stock like a corporation in a sole proprietorship, so there is no participation in an initial public offering or an IPO. Okay, IPOs are relevant to corporations, and they exist because the corporation wants to raise capital by offering shares of stock to the public for the first time. Okay, so sole proprietorships have nothing to do with that. All right, I hope this explains why the answer to this question was D. The minimal time and cost to organize is the non-tax factor which is of greatest benefit to the sole proprietor.